time is 6:34 a.m. Good morning. The news headline: Victory for Nigeria. FFK says, shares video of Nigerian soldiers jubilating Governor Matawalle. Victory for Nigeria. FFK says, shares video of Nigerian soldiers jubilating with Governor Matawalle. The former Minister of Aviation and top politician of Chief Faninkayode has taken to his verified Twitter handle to share a video of Nigerian soldiers jubilating as they were visited by Governor Matawalle at their base. Recall that the gallant men of Nigerian army are currently battling and bombarding notorious bandits that have caused mayhem and havoc in Zamfara state. In the words of Faninkayode, Matawalle with officers of the Nigerian army and police in Zamfara state, they are kicking arise and killer bandits and terrorists, and they are happy because Matawalle had, visited them at their place. In the words of Faninkayode, Matawalle with officers of the Nigerian army and police in Zamfara state, they are kicking arise and the killer bandits and terrorists are on the run. Congrats to our warriors and kudos to Matawalle. Forward ever, backward never. Victory for Nigeria and glory for our boys. And these were the words of Faninkayode, and it is good to note that the bandits have carried out nefarious and unlawful activities of kidnapping and attacks on residents of Zamfara state, but the gallant approach of our men of the Nigerian military have been able to reduce this to the barest minimum, and it is quite something of joy to appreciate the works of the Nigerian army in fighting against this insurgency and these nefarious activities of the banditry, especially in the northern states and all over the country, most particularly in the north. We remember that for quite a while now, Faninkayode has been on Sheikh Gumi, who has actually been supporting this bandit. He has been on his neck talking about the federal government, arresting him for the kind of words that he's using to incite, war in between the military army, diminishing the military army of the country about their efforts in fighting against banditry, especially in the north, saying that the bandits should be left alone and the military should stop launching onslaught on them. And that the state ignited a wildfire of state constitutional amendments that accommodated the application of Sharia law beyond personal law. And what he was just trying to say in that place was that the federal government needs to understand that the educational status and lack of an effective unified leadership the Fulani herdsmen and the bandits had faced untold hardship at the hands of authorities where they were extorted and stereotypes, that all these things actually led them to doing all these things. And with the acquisition of weapons, they realized how easy it became to be masters of their abode, the forest, where no authority can venture into any hour. And this has embodied them to further attack people for more ransoms to sustain their newfound reality. And that what the federal government needs to do is to, come to a dialogue with them rather than fighting them or killing them, that they are going nowhere and this will only do more harm. And as a result of this statement, the special advisor to President Muhammadu Buhari on media and publicity, Femi Adesina, has actually reacted to it, says that bandits are going hellfire in response to the statements credited to the controversial Islamic cleric Ahmad Gumi, who said bandits are going nowhere. And in his article on Thursday titled, "I like this pampering, don't you?" Adesina expressed his pleasure with the bombardment of bandits enclaves in northern Nigeria by the Nigerian armed forces, while pointing out that the criminals were afforded the chance to repent. And before they got to this sorry pass, they had the chance to turn a new leaf. Zamfara, Katsina, and many other states offered dialogue. The government tried to negotiate with them, but they were contumacious, like dogs fated for destruction. They refused to hear the hunter's whistle. They filled the land with sorrow, tears, blood, them regular trademark, as Fela Anikulapo Kuti would say. Now the shoe is on the foot, additional opine, and in the different evil forests when the Nigerian Air Force strikes from the sky, the remnants of the evildoers not killed immediately attempt to flee. The ground troops then pick them off like flies. I say it again, one who has never been producer of our troops, they are cleaning up the country. Shocking and disconcerting, however, that in the middle of all this, you still hear words meant to discourage our gallant soldiers. A bandit lover is on record as saying military offensive would not work and that the bandits are going nowhere. True? False. They are going somewhere, and that is hell. And this was the response of Femi Adesina to Sheikh Gumi after his utterances about about the bandits going nowhere. Femi Adesina has come so hard on Sheikh Gumi, calling him a bandit lover, and saying that the bandits are actually going to hell because the federal government, amidst other state governors like Zamfara State, Katsina State, had actually given these bandits opportunities like Femi Adesina used in his own words, chance to turn a new leaf, but they were contumacious in his words. Like he used an analogy saying that the same way dogs fated for distraction where they refuse to hear the hunter's whistle, that is how these bandits had refused to negotiate with the federal government and the governor, and even turn a new leaf by surrendering like others doing. And Shehu Sani has took carpet took advantage of this, like you can relate, and saying that the Sheikh Gumi and Femi Adesina, who is the special advisor to President Muhammadu Buhari on media and publicity, that they should meet him at his poultry along Kaduna-Abuja Road for a peace meeting tomorrow by 10 a.m. And as we all know, that Shehu Sani is a former lawmaker, representing the Kaduna Central Senatorial Zone, and saying that they should meet him at Kaduna-Abuja Road, and they should not come with entourage. Seems funny because we know the banditry level in that side is actually on the high side, and it's quite hilarious for Shehu Sani to have called them to come around to settle this. We can't call it quarrel actually, but this throwback at themselves in the event, and it would be nice to see the both of them eat to Shehu Sani's. And we are looking at the fact that Sheikh Gumi would actually be dealt with by the federal government or been tried, just like Femi Faninkayode has actually advised, because of the statements that he has been making lately is actually worrisome, and it needs urgent attention because just like he said, he's moving freely without being arrested. Saying all these things will actually just be giving these bandits morale to operate them more, because they have somebody in the outer space, not in the forest, in the city, that is defending them as per their killings, slaughtering of women, and also raping them, and asking for a whole lot of ransom for no reasons. And they have somebody defending them, saying that they must live with us. Thanks for listening. Good morning.